Finally, God is exposing your uncle. Your uncle is. You can't believe. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is the moment you were never supposed to see, the revelation that was hidden from you all these years, and yet heaven itself has decided you cannot live another day without knowing it. Archangel Michael says, finally, God is exposing your uncle. The veil is being torn away, the masks are being ripped apart, and what you are about to understand will leave you trembling. Your uncle is not who you believed him to be. Your uncle is not the gentle face he showed to the family, not the loyal image he portrayed to the world, not the comforting presence you thought you could trust. No, your uncle is something else entirely, and God himself says it is time to reveal it, because if you don't see it now, you will remain bound in chains that were secretly wrapped around your life through him. You can't believe what's about to be said, and yet your spirit knows, your heart knows, the truth has always been circling you, trying to break through. And now Michael says, open this immediately, because if you delay, the enemy will use your ignorance against you. From the very beginning, before you were born, your family carried secrets. Heaven tried to warn them, but they ignored the signs. A bloodline curse slipped through, and your uncle became the vessel through which darkness worked. He wasn't chosen by God for that role, he yielded himself to it. And while others thought he was a man of respect, God saw the darkness in his heart. He carried envy toward you, envy that was unexplainable, envy that turned into actions against you. You never understood why certain doors would slam shut for you while they opened for others. You never understood why certain people doubted you, why lies spread about you, why there always seemed to be an invisible hand pulling you down every time you tried to rise. That hand was your uncle's. And now God says, enough. Archangel Michael says, this exposure comes with urgency. Heaven has deliberated, and the records of what your uncle has done have been opened. The angels wept as they read them, because they saw how close you came to destruction without ever realizing the source. Your uncle is the one who planted suspicion around your name. Your uncle is the one who spoke ill of you behind your back. Your uncle is the one who smiled in your face while seeding doubt into others about your character. Your uncle is the one who handed pieces of your destiny over to strangers because he thought you didn't deserve them. He couldn't stand the light on you, because every time he looked at you, he saw the favor of God, the favor he never carried. And it broke him with jealousy. God says, I watched him plot. I watched him pretend to bless you while secretly blocking you. I saw him divert opportunities that were meant for you. I saw him whisper to others to turn them against you. And though you were left broken and confused, I allowed it for a time because I was writing something greater. But that time is now over. No more secret plots. No more hidden sabotage. No more lies. Finally, God is exposing your uncle, and when you see the truth, you will understand why the last years of your life felt so heavy. It was him. You can't believe it, can you? It shakes you to even imagine. But your spirit knows. The uneasiness you felt around him was real. The way your energy shifted in his presence was real. The subtle tension in conversations, the way he downplayed your victories, the way he laughed when you were in pain, All of it was part of his hidden truth. And God says, you must not run from this revelation. Don't close your eyes. Don't push this away. Because the exposure is not here to wound you, it is here to free you. You were tied to him spiritually, and those ties weakened you. The angel of the Lord says, we are cutting those cords now. Your uncle is the one who knew more about your life than he let on. He carried secrets from the family, and he used them like weapons. He made deals in silence. He carried papers with your name on them. He signed things that affected your inheritance. He blocked what was rightfully yours. He convinced others that you didn't deserve certain blessings, and they believed him because he carried the mask of authority. But God saw it. And now, God is overturning it. The papers with your name are being rewritten in heaven. What was stolen is being restored. What was hidden is being revealed. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. Archangel Michael says, your uncle is not untouchable. He thought no one would ever see. He thought no one would ever know. He thought he could hide behind reputation and family ties. But now heaven itself has said, enough. Exposure is coming like a flood. He will not be able to contain it. He will not be able to silence it. The truth will come out in ways you cannot imagine. Documents will appear. Conversations will leak. People will suddenly admit what they knew. And every mask you wore will shatter. And when it happens, you will feel two things, pain and freedom. Pain, because you can't believe your own uncle carried this against you. Freedom, because you will finally understand why your path was so heavy. You will finally know why things kept breaking apart. You will finally see the enemy behind the curtain. And once you see it, you will never be bound by it again. God says, this revelation will shock the entire family. Some will deny it at first. Some will defend him. Some will try to silence you. But do not fear. Heaven backs you. The angels stand with you. Michael himself has drawn his sword to protect you. Nothing they say or do will block this exposure. God says, I am tearing the veil. And when I do, everyone will know the truth. You wondered why certain blessings were delayed. You wondered why your finances struggled. You wondered why relationships crumbled. You wondered why you couldn't seem to get free. It was your uncle's interference. He tied things in the spirit. He carried bitterness toward you. He spoke word curses over your name. But those curses are breaking right now. Heaven is releasing you. You are being untied. You are being set free. Do you feel it? The heaviness lifting even as you read these words. That's because Archangel Michael is working. He is cutting cords. He is severing chains. He is dismantling the structures your uncle built in the spirit against you. You are being cleansed. You are being restored. You are being covered in light. This exposure is not the end of you. It is the beginning of your rise. Finally, God is exposing your uncle. Finally, The truth is being revealed. Finally, your destiny is being unblocked. No more chains. No more lies. No more hidden enemies. The truth is yours. The freedom is yours. The blessing is yours. And this is the moment heaven has been waiting for. You can't believe it now, but soon you will see it with your own eyes. The truth is undeniable. The exposure is unstoppable. And your victory is unshakable. God says, I have spoken, and it is so. God says, this is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. This is not something that came across your eyes by chance. This is divine timing. This is an urgent word being carried by Archangel Michael himself, for you alone, because heaven has decided the time of hiding is over. Archangel Michael says, finally, God is exposing your uncle. Your uncle is not who you thought he was. For years the truth has been buried under smiles, under laughter, under false love, under carefully crafted appearances that made you doubt your own intuition. But God has been watching, God has been recording, and God has been waiting for the exact moment when you would be strong enough to see the truth, and that moment is now. You can't believe what is about to be revealed, but heaven says whether you are ready or not. The veil must be lifted, because this is the hour of divine exposure. This is the time of truth, and your uncle can no longer keep his secret covered. Open immediately, because what God is showing you in this very moment will change everything you thought you knew, everything you thought was stable, everything you thought was safe, because the truth has been buried deep, but it has reached maturity, and heaven is no longer tolerating the lies. Archangel Michael has been circling your family for years. He has been standing at the gates of your life with a drawn sword, guarding you from things you did not see, protecting you from the very schemes that were designed in darkness to take you down. There were nights you felt something strange in your spirit, nights you couldn't sleep, nights your chest felt heavy and you didn't understand why. It wasn't random. It was Michael standing watch, pushing back the attacks, intercepting what was being launched against you in the spiritual realm. And now he says, the reason he has been so close to you is because of the one you least expected. God is exposing your uncle. Your uncle has been hiding, laughing, pretending, but heaven says, no more. His plans have come to the surface. His intentions can no longer be disguised. And God says, you can't believe it because your heart trusted what your spirit tried to warn you about. You wanted to see good. You wanted to believe love. You wanted to ignore the signs. But now those signs are flashing so bright you can't close your eyes anymore. God says, I am the revealer of secrets. I am the God who sees in the dark. I am the one who hears what they whisper when they think no one is listening. I am the one who watches what they do when they believe the night covers them. I have seen your uncle's hands. I have seen his thoughts. I have seen his dealings. I have seen the way he used his words like weapons, smiling to your face, but piercing your destiny behind your back. And God says, Archangel Michael is declaring it now. Your uncle is exposed. He has carried envy like a cloak. He has carried jealousy like a disease. He has carried the desire to take what did not belong to him, and he thought he could hide it forever. But God says nothing is hidden that will not be revealed. Nothing is covered that will not be exposed, and this is the appointed moment. You have one assignment now. Open your eyes, because heaven is shining a light. You can't believe it because you have been conditioned to trust blood, to trust family, to believe that the ones closest to you are the ones who love you. But God says bloodlines in the flesh are not the same as bloodlines in the spirit. Not everyone in your family carries your heart. Not everyone with your last name carries your spirit. Not everyone who calls you family is aligned with your destiny. And your uncle is the proof. God says he has smiled in your presence, but mocked you when you weren't around. He has laughed at your struggles. He has spoken with others in secret rooms, pointing his finger, shaking his head, acting as if your path was a failure, but the whole time it was his jealousy fueling the words. Archangel Michael says this jealousy has been eating at him, and he tried to disguise it with false love, but jealousy cannot stay hidden forever. It leaks out. It reveals itself in subtle actions, in small words, in quick glances. And God says those leaks have now become rivers. You cannot unsee what is being revealed. The mask is ripped off. His shadow is exposed. You can't believe it, but you must. Because this is not just about him. This is about your destiny. God says the reason this exposure is happening now is because your next chapter cannot be delayed any longer. The calling on your life has matured. The blessing scheduled for you has already been released. The angels are carrying your breakthrough in their hands, but the enemy tried to station your uncle as a blocker. He thought by being close to you he could delay, intercept, or even steal what was yours. But God says no one can steal what I wrote in heaven. No one can take what I have marked with your name. No one can cancel what has been sealed in my book. That's why exposure is happening now. Because if he stayed hidden any longer, the blessing could be misdirected. And God refuses to let that happen. So Archangel Michael is blowing the trumpet, saying, "Look, pay attention. The one who pretended to be for you is the one working against you." God says you've been feeling something shifting. You've been sensing distance. You've noticed words that didn't sit right. You've noticed small betrayals, tiny cracks in the wall. Those weren't accidents. That was heaven giving you hints. That was your spirit alerting you that the season of pretending was almost over. And now the full truth is here. Your uncle is being stripped of his disguise. You can't believe what you're about to see because it's darker than you thought, but God says you're not going to be able to see you. You cannot believe what you're about to see because it's darker than you thought, but God says do not fear. Do not panic. I am with you. I am exposing him not to scare you, but to free you. Because you cannot walk into your miracle carrying ties to a hidden enemy. You cannot carry into your next season a person whose spirit is against you. Exposure is protection. Exposure is mercy. Exposure is justice. And God says, do not confuse my exposure with revenge. This is not about destroying him for the sake of it. This is about clearing your path. This is about opening your eyes. This is about breaking chains that you didn't even know were there. Archangel Michael says, Your uncle's influence in the spirit has been heavier than you realized. He used words to plant seeds of doubt. He used energy to create resistance. And though you didn't always see it, your path was slowed. But heaven says, enough. The delays are ending. The chains are cut. The exposure is happening because your freedom requires it. You can't believe it, but you will. You will see conversations come to light. You will hear things from unexpected lips. Documents, messages, signs will fall into your hands. People you never expected will reveal truths to you. Heaven is orchestrating everything. Nothing will stay hidden. Every shadow will be pierced. And when it happens, you will know it wasn't random. You will know it wasn't gossip. You will know it wasn't coincidence. You will know it was God. Because the timing, the details, the clarity will be too sharp, too precise, too divine. God says, you prayed for clarity, now receive it. You prayed for truth, now it's here. You prayed for protection, this is how it looks. Sometimes protection comes as exposure. Sometimes love comes as removal. Sometimes blessing comes as separation. You can't believe it, but one day you'll thank me, says the Lord, because this exposure is the reason you'll walk freely into your destiny. You thought your uncle was just a man, just a family member, just a relative. But God says there was more behind him. Spirits attached themselves to him. Generational patterns clung to him. He became a vessel for envy and resistance. And while you were praying, fasting, and pushing for your future, he was unknowingly being used against it. But I, the Lord, am greater than every spirit. My word breaks chains. My light destroys darkness. And now my light is exposing him. You cannot be deceived any longer. Heaven says, open immediately. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Open your spirit. Do not look away. Do not dismiss this. Do not run back into denial. Denial is comfort, but truth is freedom. And freedom is what you need for this next chapter. Finally, God is exposing your uncle. The one you thought was for you, the one you defended, the one you covered, the one you gave excuses for. God says, stop covering what I am exposing. Stop defending what I am tearing down. Stop holding on to what I am removing. You can't believe it, but it's time to accept it. Because the moment you do, the heavens will open over you. The blessings that have been waiting will rush in. The angels who have been holding back your breakthrough will release it. Archangel Michael says, your obedience to accept the exposure is the key to unlocking what is next. Your miracle is already prepared. Your blessing is already signed. Your destiny is already waiting. But you must accept the truth. Open immediately because the hour is here. God says, this message has been sent into your hands not by accident, but because the time has finally come. Archangel Michael is speaking now, his voice trembling with both urgency and compassion, and he says, do not ignore this. This is serious, and this is personal. Heaven has allowed this truth to come forth because it can no longer remain hidden. The hour has struck, and what was once covered in darkness is now being brought into the light. Finally, God is exposing your uncle. The veil is being torn away, and what has been kept from you is being revealed. You may find it hard to believe. You may struggle to understand, but heaven says open this immediately and do not hesitate, because this truth is the key to your healing, your protection, and your destiny. Your uncle is not who you thought he was. This revelation does not come to harm you, but to free you. For so long, God has watched as the hidden truth was buried under silence, secrets, and shadows. But nothing is hidden from God. Every action, every thought, every word is seen by Him who sits on the throne of heaven. What men cover, heaven uncovers. What the enemy plots, God dismantles. What was meant to remain in silence is now being shouted in the heavens. You cannot believe it, but God says you must, because this is your time of awakening. For years, the whispers of your spirit have been restless. Something in you felt that something was not right, that not everything was as it appeared. Perhaps you pushed it aside, perhaps you doubted yourself, perhaps you thought it was your imagination. But Archangel Michael says no, it was not imagination, it was discernment. The Spirit of God has been nudging you, trying to prepare you, and now, the full truth is here. Your uncle has carried secrets, and those secrets were not just his. They touched your life, your family, your future. The weight of these secrets has influenced far more than you realized. But today, the chains of hidden things are being broken. God is exposing your uncle not because of anger, but because of love for you. He will not allow you to remain blind. He will not allow your destiny to be sabotaged by what you cannot see. He reveals in order to heal, He exposes in order to protect, He uncovers in order to set you free. What your uncle has hidden has reached the ears of heaven, and heaven says, enough. Enough of the deception, enough of the manipulation, enough of the silence. It ends now. Archangel Michael says this is very serious, this is not to be brushed aside. The truth will change the way you see things, but it will also change the way you step into the future. It will hurt, but it will heal. It will shock you, but it will save you. Your uncle is at the center of something you never expected. He has been carrying a role, a responsibility, a burden, and perhaps even a sin that you didn't know. But God says, the revelation is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to prepare you. You can't believe this now, but soon everything will make sense. For too long, people thought they could hide their hearts from God. But God sees what happens in secret. He sees behind closed doors. He hears conversations whispered in the dark. He knows motives, he knows plans, he knows what is done when no one else is watching. Your uncle thought that what was hidden would stay hidden, but heaven's light pierces every shadow. And now, what God has seen, He is bringing to you, because He loves you too much to let you remain in ignorance. You may ask why now? You may wonder why God didn't reveal it sooner. But God's timing is perfect. He reveals when your heart is strong enough, when your spirit is ready, when your journey requires it. Had this truth been revealed earlier, it may have crushed you. But now, you are standing in a season where revelation will not destroy you, it will deliver you. God is saying, I have equipped you for this moment. Do not fear it. Do not run from it. Embrace it. Because through it, I will set you free. Your uncle's truth may involve choices, mistakes, alliances, or words that were spoken in places you didn't see. It may involve actions that change the direction of your life without you even realizing. It may involve betrayal, or it may involve hidden sacrifice. Whatever it is bigger than you thought, and heaven says you must know. The enemy wanted this to stay hidden forever so that confusion and deception could reveal. But God has intervened. He has sent Archangel Michael to ensure the truth breaks through to you. Archangel Michael is not passive in this moment. He is standing by your side, sword drawn, declaring that the lies end here. No more covering. No more deception. No more chains. He is fighting for you in the unseen realm right now. His presence is heavy, and his words are clear. Do not ignore this. Do not dismiss this. This is your divine alert. God says your uncle is being exposed so that healing can begin. Some of the struggles you've carried were not even yours. They were rooted in what was hidden. Some of the battles you fought came from the silence around you. But God says you will not carry what is not yours any longer. He is lifting the generational weight. He is breaking the hidden curses. He is releasing you from what was tied to you through bloodlines and silence. You are stepping out of what bound your family, and you are stepping into freedom. You can't believe what you're about to see, but you will. And when you do, you will know that God's hand was always upon you. That His eyes never left you. That His love was too deep to let you remain blind. This is why He says, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are held. Even as this truth shakes you, heaven is holding you steady. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. This is the hour of divine exposure. Heaven is cleaning house. Heaven is removing masks. Heaven is tearing down false walls. Your uncle's truth is part of that. And while it may shock you, it will also liberate you. Because when God exposes, He also redeems. When He uncovers, He also restores. Pray now. Speak to God with an open heart. Say, Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you. Reveal to me what I need to see. Protect my heart. Guide my steps. Strengthen my spirit. He will answer. He will surround you with His presence. He will make the path clear. You are not alone. You are never alone. Archangel Michael whispers now, this is serious, but you are safe. This is shocking, but you are covered. This is painful, but it is healing. Trust God. Do not run. Do not ignore this. The truth is your freedom. The light is your shield. The exposure is your deliverance. Finally, God says, do not fear. I am with you. I will not let this revelation destroy you. It will raise you. It will prepare you. It will heal you. You are mine, and nothing hidden shall remain in your life. The truth has come. Walk in it. Believe it. Receive it. And so it is, child of God. The revelation has come. Your uncle is exposed. You can't believe it, but soon you will see clearly. And when you do, you will know that this was heaven's gift, not heaven's curse. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are free. God says, listen now because heaven has sent this directly to you. Archangel Michael is speaking and his voice carries the weight of eternal truth. This is not something you can ignore, not something you can delay, because the time for revelation has come. The biggest truth is being unveiled, and it concerns your family. It concerns someone you never expected. It concerns your uncle. For too long things have been hidden, buried under shadows, twisted by silence and secrets, but now God is tearing the veil away. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this. Do not brush this off as coincidence, because heaven itself is intervening. Finally, God is exposing your uncle. The truth will shake you. The truth will surprise you. The truth will make you stop and question everything, but it is not meant to harm you. It is meant to free you. It is meant to heal you. It is meant to pull you out of the confusion that has circled your life for years. God has watched the moments when you felt uneasy around certain things, but didn't have the evidence to understand why. God has seen the way your heart sometimes carried an unexplainable head whenever family matters were discussed. This was not paranoia. This was not imagination. This was not your mind inventing shadows. This was your spirit sensing something buried, something wrong, something that heaven had not yet revealed. And now the moment has arrived. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this. He says, this is very serious. This cannot be ignored. You have only a small window of time to recognize the truth, to pray over it, to protect yourself with God's armor, and to prepare for the shift that revelation will bring. Your uncle is not who you thought was the truth. You have to be a little bit more careful than you thought. Your uncle is not who you thought he was. There are signs of him that heaven has seen, and these signs have remained hidden from your eyes for a long time. God says, your uncle has lived with secrets, has carried a mask, has spoken words with one tone in public, but whispered another in private. There are actions done in darkness that the world did not see, but God saw. There were choices made in silence that altered lives, but heaven recorded them. There were moments he should have protected, but instead he chose to conceal. There were crossroads where he could have stepped into righteousness, but instead he chose to cover things up. You cannot believe what is about to come out. The truth will stun you, because it is bigger than you expected. But God says, do not be afraid, because nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are covered. You are chosen to hear this at this exact time. That is why heaven says, open this immediately, do not delay, because your spirit must be prepared. Archangel Michael stands with a flaming sword in his hand, not against flesh and blood, but against the powers of darkness that tried to keep this hidden. He says this moment is serious because exposure shakes the foundations of comfort. People don't expect the truth to emerge in their own family. People don't expect that those closest by blood could carry hidden things. But God says, light always pierces darkness, and the time has come for light to shine. Your uncle is being exposed because God loves you too much to let you live in the fog of lies any longer. The exposure is not for revenge. The exposure is for deliverance. It is for clarity. It is for freedom. You have been bound by invisible chains that you did not even know were linked to him. This truth will break those chains. This revelation will set you free. You must understand, God never reveals without purpose. Every revelation has timing. If this truth had come to you earlier, you might not have been strong enough to handle it. If it had come too late, damage might already have been done. But now is the appointed time. Heaven says you are ready. You are spiritually prepared, even if your mind still feels unsteady. God has been training you through your battles, shaping you through your tears, strengthening you through your hardships, also that when this unveiling happened, you would not collapse under the weight of it. Instead, you would rise. Instead, you would be able to pray with authority. Instead, you would know where to stand and who to trust. Your uncle is carrying something that God can no longer allow to stay hidden. You will soon hear it, and when you do, you will feel shock. You will say, I can't believe this. How could this be? How did I not see? But God says, don't waste time blaming yourself for not knowing. Don't blame yourself for trusting. Don't punish yourself for being innocent. The blame does not belong to you. The responsibility rests on his own choices. You must release the guilt. You must release the self-doubt. You must not let the enemy twist this into shame against you. Instead, you must walk in truth, knowing that God himself trusted you with this revelation because he knows you can carry it with grace. Archangel Michael says you are protected. Whatever this truth about your uncle is, it will not destroy you. It will not break you. It will not shatter your future. Instead, it will redirect you into freedom. It will expose patterns that need to end. It will uncover dynamics that have kept you in cycles. It will reveal where trust has been misplaced so that you no longer keep giving to those who cannot hold what you give. It will sharpen your discernment. It will show you how deeply God cares that he would not leave you in confusion. The same God who parts seas, the same God who opens prison doors,